Alrighty, hello there and everybody. Where have you been? I've been looking for where is it? Where's everybody been? It's like, hey, is anybody come out here and let's say anybody around today? What's going on? Anybody here? Well, nope, nobody's ever no. Everybody's out doing their own thing and just leaving me here by myself to be all miserable and alone and just don't worry though, I made it okay. It's all right. So. Just kidding. How is everybody for real though? So I enjoyed my break. Had a really good set of holidays there. Yeah, real good time. Had to do some driving. No real crazy weather or snow or ice, so that was cool. And yeah, so ready to get back into it and ready to begin this year of the end of the illusion according to astrology. So let's start the new year off with a very interesting theory that I heard, I think it was last month. Uh, I was going to say, I was going to talk about where I heard it from, but I don't know. She didn't really seem, it's kind of funny because she seemed to be a little bit more reluctant than anything that, well, I may be wrong and don't stake your reputation on it, which is funny because I'm just a YouTuber. I don't really have a reputation. Don't really care if I'm wrong. I say it all the time. I kind of feel like I say it all the time, at least, that, this is just me thinking out loud. And, and I'll put the time below in the description box when I actually start this video because I just realized I'm almost 2 minutes into it and I haven't even got into the subject line. But anyway, the people on TV, your economists, your celebrities, your politicians, your government corporations, they're wrong all day long. So if I'm wrong, then great. Who really gives a shit? So I don't care about my reputation. I'm on here to try to think out loud and share my learning process. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm not in here to stroke an ego as much as anybody would like to think. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just trying to share what I think is important, and if it's wrong, then it's wrong. And if she's wrong, then she's wrong. And if if I want to be the asshole of YouTube, then that's okay with me. It doesn't matter at all. So, on to this very interesting theory. So, daylight savings time. Well, you know what? Earth days are getting longer, slower, study finds, all right? So this came out last month, December 7th. Earth's days are getting longer, but you're not likely to notice anytime soon. It would take about 6.7 million years to gain just 1 minute, according to a study published on Wednesday. Over the past 27 centuries, got to have a 9 there, right? The average day is lengthening at a rate of about 1.8 milliseconds, so another fun 9. Per century, a British team concluded in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society. So, yeah, I'm sure that's real good. They care about us. Now, if you look at this, 54321 an extra second to see out 2016. Countries that use Coordinated Universal Time will add the leap second during the midnight countdown to 2017, making the year's final minute 61 seconds long. And of course, we have every leap year, every 4 years, one extra day. So my point is with all this stuff, and what's funny, what I find really funny is that this story came from the Associated Foreign Press. Now it's no, I bookmarked the page because I had every intention of talking about this whenever she disclosed her theory last month. I just took a break. Just haven't been feeling it. But now the link to the Associated Foreign Press original report no longer exists, and it's this website and Alex Jones that are the only two websites that I can find running the story. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if they didn't want people seeing it or whatever it is, or if it's just one of those things, well, here's your chance. If you missed it, sorry. But, they're screwing with time. They have been forever. This is part of this third dimension. It's not like this in all the other dimensions that are around us. Mainstream media says that there are multiple dimensions happening all at once, all around us at all times. We happen to be in the third dimension. We just can't see or feel or hear the other dimensions. And for mankind, if you can't see it, if you can't hear it, If you can't feel it, then it goes as being something that doesn't exist, even though it could not be farther from the truth. All those fairy tales, they start, right? Once upon a time, because we were once upon a time, but then we fell into time, into this dimension. So this whole daylight savings time thing, the very interesting theory. She says, and I hope she's not upset that I'm not giving credit. I will in the comments if she wants to, but like I said, it's like they're turning day into night or night into day, whatever you want to call it. And I find that theory to be very, very, very interesting. Because I've always wondered what daylight savings time is really about. Because I'm sorry, I don't believe the official excuses. I've heard that it has something to do with light being, they want enough light out for the school buses for the kids, which, sorry, they don't give a shit about the kids. They never have, they never will. They sacrifice them, they rape them, they don't care about them, okay? So don't believe that at all. And then the other explanation has been for farmers so they can farm later. Bullshit. There's lights on all the tractors, all that stuff can be done now. So to me, that makes a very good amount of sense that they've been dicking with time and it's been all about turning day into night, night into day. Now, why would they do that? I don't know. But think about it. The poles are flipping, the weather's changing, they're turning women into men, men into women, so why not turn day into night? And so then I add to this theory thinking, well, that would make a lot of sense for why you would see the moon out during the daytime. Sometimes that thing's out there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And there's a million and one explanations and reasons and scientific this and scientific that, but I'm sorry, I just don't buy into that stuff. I don't know what's going on for sure, and this theory could be way off, could be way wrong. Doesn't matter to me, doesn't care. It makes more sense to me than all this light refracting and reflecting and this and that. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I'm really dumb when it comes to that stuff, so maybe that's the case. And another thing, people talk about and this is 100% fact, is it not? That they have patents for sun simulators. So maybe that's what we're seeing outside, is the fake sun. When the real sun, just like the real light, like the Bible says, right? The kingdom is within. The real sun is inside the earth. Just like I've said that for, like I said, I don't know if I'm right or not, but I've been saying that for a long time. Whenever you see the SDO images or NASA images and all this stuff, I think they're showing us the sun inside the earth. Because if you type in Earth's core, what does this look like to you? This looks like a cussing sun to me. So like we have the real sun, S-O-N, inside, the real light. The S-U-N, see, they always want you going to the external for the light. So they want us going outside for the light when the real light has always been inside all along. So maybe it's the fake sun outside and the real sun is inside the earth like it's inside of us. And they're turning the daylight savings time is all about turning night into day, day into night, because there is a natural process. I do believe this too. There is a natural process to all these cycles and how this stuff is going to happen and how it's supposed to happen, but they screw with it so they can capitalize on it. At the end of the day, all the spiritual stuff, all the occultic stuff, at the end of the day, what I really think is going on here is you got a bunch of people who have all these records and all this information that's locked up that we can't get to, that we're just not allowed to see for whatever reason. You got a bunch of people, or some people, however many people you want to think of it as, a lot or a little amount of people, a few groups or a lot of groups, whatever, that know what's going to go on, that know what's going to happen. On all they're doing is trying to control everybody and make a dollar or a penny or a rupee or a whatever currency you want to pick. So something to think about in the new year here. So thank you to the person very much for sharing that theory. I think it's great. And maybe with the comments, we could get somewhere closer to proving or debunking or saying, well, that can't be it because of this. But wanted to share that with you. Thought it was very neat. Thank you very much again to the person sharing that with me. And it's funny, and she took the video down really quick. It was up for just a few hours and took it down really quick. And even when she sent me the message when I said, do you want me to talk about your channel? Like I said, she said, don't stake your reputation on it. I might be wrong. Who cares? Who really gives a shit? You know, I'm a 35-year-old man on YouTube. I don't really care what people are saying or about me. I don't know them. I don't know who they are. I don't know what their motivations are. I know what I'm doing on here, just trying to share. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm not So say what you want about me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Great. Well, then now you can lump me in with the rest of the experts, quote unquote, on television and on the radio and on the internet. For crying out loud. You know, the year of the end of the illusion. I'm very kind of curious to see where this leads, because there's a lot of the stuff I really just don't care about anymore. It's not important to me about who's right or who's wrong. Let's just share and learn, and let's try that this year. Thank you to my subscribers out there. Had a few people ask where I was. You know, I appreciate the concern, but at the end of the day, it's not really important. You know. All right. See you on the next video. I don't think I'll have time to get to another one today. But I will be doing more. Got some that I really want to share. That's some really cool stuff, I think, anyway. But yeah, okay. Bye.